I always thought I knew who I was sharing my life with, until I saw her old marriage certificate, with a different name and a different man. I decided to write the story not only to pour out what has accumulated inside, but also to understand what to do next. I am really at a dead end. I do not know how to act. Now it seems to me that my life is completely unfamiliar to me. But let's start in order. Kate and I have been together for almost 5 years. We met in a normal setting, at a corporate party. She had just started working for the company at the time, and we immediately found a common language. I did not ask many questions about her past. It seemed to me that if a person does not want to share, then he has reasons for this. And I did not consider myself the one who should dig into other people's skeletons. She was mysterious, but not in a scary way. Rather, in the sense that there's always something unsaid in her. I fell in love with it. She rarely talked about her family, claiming that after moving from another state, she decided to break with the past. I respected this. People have the right to secrets if they do not interfere with the present. We moved in together 7 months later. We got married 2 years later. A small ceremony on a lake in Wisconsin, no guests, just us and a photographer. Our entire life seemed to me to be built on honesty and tranquility. Until recently, I decided to sign up for health insurance to include Kate in the plan, and she handed me her old briefcase full of paperwork. As I was sorting through the papers, I accidentally dropped the stack and an old document fell out, a certificate of marriage from Oregon. The name didn't match. Anna M. Kovach. A woman with the same birth date, but a different name. The husband wasn't me, a man named Lucas J. Miller. The marriage date was 2016. I froze. I sat there for almost a minute with that in my hands, trying to convince myself it was a mistake. I always thought she was Kate Hayward all along. Never mentioned she was married. Never said her real name wasn't Kate. That same night, while she was sleeping, I did some searching. I found divorce papers, 2019. Reason: irreconcilable differences. No details. I didn't dare dig deeper, but I found fragmentary mentions of the name Anna Kovach online, with her photos, old profiles, frozen social networks. In one of them, she was with that man, Lucas, on the beach, with a ring on her finger. I tried to be rational. People have a right to their past, but why did she hide it from me? Not just didn't tell me, she completely washed everything out of her life, changed her name, deleted traces. The next evening, I approached her. We were sitting on the veranda drinking wine, and I simply said, "I know you were married before. I saw the certificate." A pause. She wasn't surprised. She just sighed. It was a long time ago. It doesn't mean anything. You're my life now. Then why didn't you ever talk about it? Why did you change your name? Because I wanted to forget everything. It's just unimportant. But if it's just, I said, then why hide it so carefully? She didn't answer. She just went into the kitchen as if we hadn't talked. Since then, she pretends nothing happened. And I pretend everything is fine, but when I fall asleep next to her, I feel like there's a wall between us now. A wall built not on what she did, but on the fact that she never trusted me enough to tell me. And then the strangest thing began. I began to remember episodes that I had previously considered just trivial. One time, she abruptly ended the conversation when we were passing a police stand at a festival. I thought she just didn't like cops. She categorically refused to let me post our photos on social media. She said she didn't like sharing personal things. At the time, it even seemed cute. She didn't drive and didn't want to learn, although it created inconveniences. She said she was afraid to drive. But one day in the supermarket, I saw an expired driver's license in her wallet with the name Anna Kovacs. With a license from Oregon, she said it was a long forgotten thing and threw it away that same evening, and many more such small coincidences. When I couldn't stand it and decided to check what happened to her ex husband, Lucas, I found only one mention, an obituary. He died in 2020, drowned while fishing, without witnesses. Divorce in 2019. Death exactly a year later. Kate met me 6 months after that. I never heard her talk about Lucas, neither good nor bad. I asked her directly, "Do you know what happened to him?" "With whom?" "With Lucas." She looked up and said quietly, "I haven't thought about that man for a long time. It's not important, but if it's not important, then why hide everything so carefully?" Moreover, Kate has friends, not many, but a couple of girlfriends whom she met before me. I'm tormented by doubts. Do the girls know about her? Did she really not tell anyone? What if everyone around me knew? Now I'm faced with a dilemma. Pretend nothing happened? How should I act in such a situation? I really don't want to ruin my marriage, but it's not the same as hiding some school situation. I wonder what if, for example, I had been in prison earlier and hadn't told her about it. What would she do? Would she probably leave me? Or is that not the same thing? I'm confused. Meanwhile, our life goes on as usual, and I can't let go of the situation. And I shouldn't. Right?